Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Handoff to the single back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's King. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He'll do it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stockton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard work.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looking for a push on fourth down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's King. Got it set up on the outside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fifth oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Leaves it with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Open field on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the tight end. Lewis wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Alabama handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Mobile, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Runs through a tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis to throw. It's complete to the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game play.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They kick it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Lewis to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
The tackle is made at the 50.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field,